How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be taking a look at what I believe to be the most efficient way to farm for coin and triangle strategy. Now, coin is a very important resource in this game. It is necessary in order to purchase items from the merchant Lionel, whether this be restorative items, accessories, or upgrade materials for your weapons. It is also needed if you want to actually unlock skills for said weapons. All of these, in addition to the materials, require a certain amount of coin and an ever-increasing amount. As such, you are going to need a lot of coin throughout your playthrough. So as for the actual method that we're going to be using, we want to come over to the mock battles, and we want to go ahead and choose close quarters combat. This is going to be your bread and butter for farming coin throughout the entirety of your first playthrough of triangle strategy. The reason for this is that this battle guarantees 2,000 coin, assuming you pick up the spoils that are present at the very beginning of the map. Early on, you just want to do this map as you would normally, killing all the enemies as quickly as possible and making sure you pick up all of the spoils. As you progress further into the game and gain more levels on your characters, the speed at which you're able to complete this map will increase drastically, thus also drastically increasing the amount of coin you can get per minute. However, what I'm going to actually be showcasing today is the most efficient way I have found to clear this map. And to do this, you are going to want to make sure you have access to one of three characters, that being either Maxwell, Groma, or the dancer Milo, who I currently do not have access to on this save file. The reasoning for this being that each one of these characters can very easily pick up the spoils that are already on the close quarters combat map on the very first turn. For Groma, you'll be doing this by making use of her evade detection passive, which lets her slip past enemies in combination with the light weave quietus. It should be noted that Milo can also do this as well. For Maxwell, you'll be doing this by making use of his traverse ability in combination with the fleet-footed quietus card. This is another method that Milo also has access to when using her moonwalk ability. Whichever of these you choose to use, you just want to make sure that that character has the Vanguard Scarf equipped so that they go first in battle. And then in addition to one of those first three characters, you also want to have access to Izana and make sure that she has unlocked her weapon skill Rite of Thunderstorms. To get access to this, you simply need to upgrade her weapon to rank 3 and then unlock the actual weapon skill itself. The reason that we want this is because it's going to be how we clear the map very quickly. This Rite of Thunderstorms ability essentially casts Spark on every single enemy on the battle, though it does take one turn to charge. And with those preparations complete, we can go ahead and jump into the close quarters combat mock battle. Alright, and once in the battle, you do want to make sure that you have whoever is going to be picking up your coin for you, Izana, and Benedict. Now the reason for having a character who can act first, who can pick up your coin, is because this coin package right here, the little spoils, this is what contains your 2,000 coin. If you do not pick this up, you will not get the guaranteed 2,000 coin, which is why it is important to pick this up before you wipe out the rest of the enemies. So assuming you have everything set up like that, we can go ahead and begin the battle. Alright, so on this first turn, whoever has your Vanguard Scarf, the one who will be picking up your coin, will be going first. Now I'm going to be doing a demonstration on what it would look like if you're to be using someone like Milo or Maxwell in order to use their jump ability. However, if you were to use Groma instead, you would use something different. So actually, let's take a look at Groma's first. In Groma's instance, if you were using her, you would actually cast the Light Weave Quietus, and you would select her, and then you would move her somewhere close. That way, when she takes her turn, she can walk past the enemy and pick up the spoils. In the case of Maxwell, what you want to do, and then you would also do this for Milo, and if you are using her jump ability, if you're using her ability to pass through enemies like Groma can, then you do the Light Weave. But with Maxwell, what you want to do is use Fleet-Footed. This will increase his movement range. You will then have him move as close as possible, and then use his jump ability to jump on top of the spoils. Now you can safely kill off all of the enemies. To do that, what we want to do is just cancel our turn until either Benedict comes up or until Izana comes up, whoever comes up first. In my case, it is Benedict, so we will cast now on Izana. If Izana comes first, you'll just take her turn first and do something in reverse. Alright, so we cast now on Izana. It's now her turn. We'll go ahead and use Battle Cry. This will give her max TP, and we'll start casting Rite of Thunderstorms. It should be noted that Benedict's twofold turn does not let you cast Rite of Thunderstorms on one turn. Right, so now we just wait until it's our next character's turn. And when it is, we use In Tandem on Izana, and watch her decimate the entire enemy force. And there you go. 2,000 coin super quickly. Once you get this down and you're doing it really efficiently, you can get this down in like 30 seconds. In fact, it almost takes longer to load into the battle and load out of the battle and restart it than it does to actually do the battle. From there, it is simply a process of just doing the close quarters combat battle over and over again until you are generating 2,000 coin every roughly 30 to 35 seconds. However, for those of you who are in New Game Plus and you have leveled up to the point to where your spellcasters, specifically Narv, can one-shot enemies who are around level 20, there is a much more efficient way to gain coin. Now, unfortunately, my Narv and the other character who is required for this are not high enough level to really do this method, but I can showcase the methodology and how it would be done if you were high enough level to actually do it. So like I said, you are going to need a Narv who is high enough level to be able to one-shot roughly level 20 enemies. You do want to have him equipped with the Vanguard Scarf, so he goes first, as well as the Golden Pixie Ring so that we can get more spoils to drop. Also, he will be using the Whirlwind passive for this, so if you have unlocked his second rank of his weapon, which ideally you should if you are going to be doing this method, you want to make sure that you select the passive that increases his damage with Whirlwind. The other character that you want for this method is Lionel, and the reason you want him is for the Lucky Find passive ability, which allows him to pick up coin whenever he picks up any spoils. Now for this, you want him to be as high a level as you possibly can get him, ideally the max level of 50, and obviously mine is only level 10, which is one of the primary reasons I can't do this method. But the reason you want him as high level as possible is because this ability right here, Lucky Find, actually gives you more money the higher level that Lionel is, up to a maximum of I believe 1,000 coin per spoils pickup. The other things you're going to want on him is a grounding amulet and a movement bangle. Both of these will help out with collecting spoils and not getting knocked off of the platform for the actual mock battle where this farming method will take place. Assuming you do have a significantly leveled up Lionel and Narv and are ready to do this method, you want to choose the mock battle Conquer the Arena. Okay, so once in the mock battle, ideally you would want to come in here with just Narv and Lionel in these exact positions right here, and then you would go ahead and start the actual mock battle with just 2 units. From there, the idea would be that on the first turn, you would actually move Narv to right here, and then you would use his Whirlwind, which you see would take out a huge swath of the enemies. This is assuming he was high enough level to kill them in one shot, which mine is not. And then once you had used this and you had taken out all the enemies, you would simply just have Lionel come over here and start picking up all the spoils, making sure that you leave one enemy alive until you've collected all of the spoils. In this scenario, you can actually go ahead and ignore the spoils down here. It's not going to really give you anything except for 1,000 coin and whatever the resources are for this map. So this is what you would do. You would just come over here. Like I said, you use Whirlwind, take out a huge swath of these, have Lionel pick up everything as you slowly take out the other few enemies, and you get a ton of coin. I believe this method can get anywhere from like 20 to 30,000 coin per battle, and if you are high enough level, you can do this relatively quickly. Definitely less than 5 minutes. I think it's probably 2 to 3 minutes you could get it down to, so it's definitely the better method than the one I showcased at the beginning of the video, if your Narv and your Lionel are high enough in order to actually do this. But that'll be it for this video on the best method for getting coin and triangle strategy. If you found this video helpful and informative, please be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I actually want to do a video next on the best units in triangle strategy, so subscribing will let you know when that video goes live. And as always, if you have any questions about this video, triangle strategy, or any other game that I cover, you can always hit me up over on Twitch at twitch.tv/RosalineGaming or my Discord server, both of which are linked in the video description below. Until next time, take care.